Goes away from India and to the United Kingdom, which is going to polls on the 12th of December. Labour Party leader Jeremy Corbyn for the first time clarified his position on Britain's membership of the European Union should his party win the elections. The United Kingdom's current Prime Minister Boris Johnson's main rival for the Prime Ministerial post said that he would remain neutral in case a second Brexit referendum takes place. Jeremy Corbyn confirmed to a studio attendance audience that he would not campaign either for leave or for remain. His comments coming after facing mounting pressure in the recent days to pick a side. In the session in which Boris Johnson was criticised over racism charges, Corbyn was confronted over anti-Semitism and his sweeping renationalisation plans. Meanwhile, the December 12th elections called by the Conservative Party aims to resolve a deadlock in the Parliament over the right approach to leaving the European Union. While Boris Johnson wants to implement a deal, the Labour Party is promising to negotiate a new exit deal and put it to the public at a second referendum next year.
Negotiate a credible leave deal with the European Union. Let me finish, please. I'm trying to answer the gentleman's question. Secondly, we will put that alongside Remain in a referendum. My role and the role of our government will be to ensure that that referendum is held in a fair atmosphere, and we will abide by the result of it. I will adopt, as Prime Minister, if I am at the time, a neutral stance so that I can credibly carry out the results of that to bring our communities and country together, rather than continuing an endless debate about the EU and Brexit. This will be a trade deal with Europe or remaining in the EU. That will be the choice that we put before the British people within 6 months.
After months of promising to run candidates in all 650 constituencies in the December elections, Brexit Party leader Nigel Farage has now announced a change of plan on a visit to the coastal town of Hartlepool. Farage said that he wanted to avoid splitting the pro-Brexit vote with the Conservatives. While the Conservative Party leads the opinion polls in the United Kingdom so far, it continues to remain one of the most unpredictable elections in decades. And one reason for being the most unpredictable election in the United Kingdom in decades is that many voters are now more attached to their positions on Brexit than to traditional political parties. It's an issue that both Labour and the Conservatives are having to rethink about. This special report tells you more.
After months of promising to run candidates in all 650 constituencies in December's UK election, Brexit Party leader Nigel Farage announced a change of plan on a visit to the coastal town of Hartlepool.
The Brexit Party will not contest the 317 seats the Conservatives won at the last election.
Farage said he wanted to avoid splitting the pro-Brexit vote with the Conservatives. The Brexit Party is still running here in Hartlepool, where Labour has held the seat since 1964. But the area's high unemployment and strong support for leaving the EU in the 2016 referendum is making some Labour voters reconsider their party loyalty.
I was Labour all my life. I was a union woman. I was a very adamant person, but now it's that.
It's most unpredictable that I've known it for a lot of years, because people are that disillusioned.
But it's not just Leave voters who are rethinking their choices. Sam Gyimah was a Conservative MP who left the party over its support for Brexit. Now he's standing as a Liberal Democrat in a London seat that's currently held by Labour. He dismisses the idea that this could split the Remain vote and give an advantage to the pro-Brexit Conservatives.
The idea that we only take votes from the Labour Party misunderstands what is going on in the country. Liberal Democrats are pulling votes from the Conservatives and from the Labour Party as the unequivocal Remain party.
With the Brexit Party's retreat from Conservative-held seats, Boris Johnson may be breathing a sigh of relief. But even with his party's lead in the polls, the uncertainty of this election means the outcome is far from decided.